I don't agree. I don't agree with what he did.
Sometimes people say things, you know, and she was going off probably the stereotype red bone, you know.
You ain't have to insult nobody though. You ain't have to make that racist remark towards his baby mama, and then you called her out being a chocolate female.
But see, and then now this conversation, you ain't no telling what the conversation, you know, and it's not that I really don't know in depth of the situation, but it's like, as a man, where do the men step up at? You know what I'm saying? Like,
there was a male in the room.
And then this is where you can see where he was wrong at, because when he was doing all that talking, was that his friend?
Yeah, back
and
then.
she just sitting there and like, and he had a friend there, and so she sat there and say nothing. She act like she was just like so disappointed in everything, and then Danny said something, and she's like, but he is a good father, right? Right? Like, coaching her, you know, so to not make him look bad. Like, her back was against the wall.
Yeah.
Because nobody had her back.
Because in the end, we find out that he hadn't been there, you know, during most of her pregnancy. Even though I can't tell from the pictures.
And the fact that she just had a baby.
You know 3 months. Yeah, the baby's 3 months old.
So, and for you to put her out regardless.
At 3, I don't know if that one 3
and then you talk about and then he chewing his gum so, and you know, I used to, the baby, like, I like me a chocolate man.
Yeah, North
and
Carolina
always
grad.
them men, them mean looking dudes,
yeah,
you know, I like them, but
HBCU grad.
He toxic.
Yeah,
he's definitely toxic.
Yeah, he definitely is letting the platform get to him. I wouldn't even say the lifestyle, because he's an educated brother. He's an HBCU grad, you know. But you know, while I don't totally agree with what how he did it, I understand why he did it. Because the one thing that he kept trying to clarify is that, you know what I'm saying, I'm putting this on here because he don't want to get no charges pressed against him. You know
he didn't have to put it on there. No, he didn't even have to do that.
He felt he did. You know, so that it wouldn't come back that the baby put his hands on. No, come on, you know what they doing to our men.
I get that, but I doubt he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to do that.
I feel like he didn't, but he did.
And then the first thing is, she crazy. And then like how he just telling his story, and I'm like,
yeah, but I just
looked at him
by him either.
now.
He kicked her out at 3 in the morning. That was sunshine through those windows. That didn't look like 3 in the morning to me. That was sunshine through the windows. That wasn't 3 in the morning, nothing. And then I just don't feel sorry for her. Like, you thought you was that one. You know, you sent ill disregard to his other baby mama, and not because he was his baby mama, but based on colorization, and that's quite trifling. And you don't get no love for that. You thought you was that one, and guess what? When he showed up on video the other day with his baby, their baby, in his lap, he was like, see, that's what we won't do. You thought you was gonna slide through because you red bone, not thick, you know what I'm saying? You thought that was supposed to be the standard for what, you know, how you get in the door, and it don't work like that.
Where do we separate
he said,
colorism from abuse?
Well,
regardless,
he didn't abuse
that's
her.
mental abuse.
Guess what? She did it too. She committed it first.
How?
She committed it first.
So maybe I need to look deeper into this, but
yeah,
where?
She committed it first because she was the one that came after his baby mama, not because he was his baby mama, because of the color of her skin.
No,
she said men prefer women like me.
But
that chocolate stuff is out the window.
That's not
words.
mental abuse. But at the end of the day, he put her in that situation.
She put herself in that situation.
She did too.
She thought she was the one, baby.
You know, and that's how he had her thinking.
No, that's how
he had her thinking that. You get what I'm saying?
That's how she had herself thinking. That's how Chris Brown had her thinking. Because Chris Brown deserved them half and halfers, or you know, anything except for a fully.
Speaking of men that people idolize that aren't doing right by women.
No, he can stay on the side he on. We don't. Us fully melanated females do not need no man like that in our culture. He can stick to the the half and halfers, the whatever.
And I feel me personally, I look at a man who, and it's nothing wrong, dating outside of your race, but I'm gonna stick to my race. I was born black. I got black babies, and I'm gonna date.
You're more American.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're more
I
American.
think, and I see like sometimes, and I might offend somebody's sins, but I think when a man, black men, when they date white women, it's more so to have that. Those are weaker men in my eyes. It never fails. They manipulate these women. They could beat their families up. You get what I'm saying? Versus,
I totally agree.
So and
because a lot of them don't want to see. I don't know why that's the case. I was good friends, best friends with a European American, and like this girl ain't did nothing to you and your family. Why do you want him to separate away from his sister? His sister helped you guys adopt the kids that he has. Like she helped you keep custody of his older kid. Like why? Like why is it when they step into our culture, they want to separate the people that they're with from our culture? Both of my siblings are married to European Americans. Well, my sister was, and he was the same way. He didn't want her to have nothing to do with her side of the family, but he wanted her to deal with his family, and they were racist. You know what I'm saying? When he
and
was
then that's another thing.
He wrote the N
that's
word
why
with the hard R on
I
their
can't
house.
date outside because it's like I've seen it. Even Puerto Ricans. And it's like, first of all, y'all got an advantage over me because I don't know Spanish or like that. So coming around the family and it's like, go to work.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Excuse me.
And I hear puta now. I know what puta is. So I'm like, well, who you calling that? Like,
I cannot agree with you none, and I'm staying over on the other side of the river on that lake because I dated a couple of Latinos, and when I tell you that it's all love,
it's
love. For years, I dated a couple of Latinos, and I dated a Mexican, and I even took time out. I spent a few months in Mexico with him and his family. When I tell you Guantanamera, baby, listen here. I ain't got nothing but the good to talk about. And when you want to learn their language, they want to, you know what he's saying? He's saying such and such and such and such. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to learn, they're going to teach you. They eat good. They drink good. They party good. They family good.
Drink too much. First
baby,
of all,
listen.
Don't be trying to feed me no damn Coronas all night.
Ooh,
like, like how? And they buy it by the caseload. Let's
them good Latinos, because I hate calling them Puerto Ricans, but
they food good.
Yes, all day. But they food is extension
and they
of
know how to party. Yeah,
you know
what I'm saying?
Because
I could party with you all night.
My friends, I grew up with Jamaicans that live next door to me, and of course, in knowing my boyfriend at the time, Carlos Nueves, he also is he works for the White House. He does all the Christmas tree decorations and everything, puts up the Christmas tree at the White House. He's been doing that since he graduated from high school. Still doing it. This
guy used to hide in the bushes.
Listen, my boyfriend came over, right? Bought some food over on Thanksgiving. This is when, of course, I was still living at home on 146, and I grew up next to some Jamaicans, right? So all the people.
I can't even date a Jamaican.
I've never. I just lived next door to them.
I did too. They got good weed. They got some good word.
Right.
Good bag back in my day.
But him bringing over his food and stuff. I'll go over and I see Greg and Miss Pottinger, shout out to Miss Pottinger and Hewitt. They're like, "What you eating over there?" And I told them, "My boyfriend's over. He's eating stuff." You know what I'm saying? So I told them what they eating. They dishes are almost identical, girl. They compared their food. He's like, "Yo, we eat that too. We eat that too. We eat that too. We eat that too." You gotta remember, Rihanna ain't nothing but a mixture of all of us. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to shout out to her too. Get
that girl doing her. I hear she pregnant.
I know she ain't pregnant. She just received the most highest prestige over there in the Caribbeans. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Miss Savage Fenty thank you for that Fenty order. I got mine quick. I bought my husband some Fenty stuff.
Fred Baker from Pennsylvania, he commented about our holiday conversation. He replied, he said, the reason why he plays Santa Claus is he knows it's a pagan holiday, but it brings joy to children. Oh, Lord, I done lost this comment. It brings joy to children. He did his research, and he found out that the real Santa was a black man, even motivated him to do it even more. So shout out to Fred Baker out in PA. And yeah, that's cool. Baker. I still, would celebrate,
I get it,
You do take pictures with Santa and all that. Like, that's cool. I ain't got no problem with that. Okay. I want to sit on Santa's lap too.
I got a story to tell you. Because, like the Santa thing really went out for me when my daughter kind of flipped the script. Like she was like 3 years old, and we took her to Tower City. We was excited. We was excited, because we was taking her through that whole little town they got back there and everything. We was excited, and she had fun walking through there, because it happened to be a melanated female that was her instructor through the whole thing. That was her guide.
That was even better.
Through the whole little Christmas village and everything. So that was dope instead of one of them corny. Anyway, it got down to Santa Claus. And I need y'all to look at me when I'm telling y'all this. She busted my damn bubble. She busted my mama's bubble. She went up to the Santa Claus and she came back to me. And I was like, what's wrong, Stink? You scared? She like, that's not my Santa Claus.
Better tell her.
Ooh. So when I tell y'all ever seen the pictures of my daddy with the Santa Claus suit on, that's why Urshonda and them asked my daddy to be Santa Claus.
Oh. Because of that. I had to instill the love and stuff in my daughter. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? From the time she was born. So it's instances like when we went Christmas shopping or we went somewhere and stuff. Let me tell y'all, true story on my soul, on her life, y'all. We was at Burlington Coat Factory, and it was this little setup of dolls, right? My daughter had a motherfucking fit. You understand what I'm telling you? She had a fit. She was like, "Oh wait, mommy, look!" And she picked out the one black doll on my soul, on her life. Yeah. The one black doll out of that whole pile. And them people were sitting up there looking, and I'm like, well, what the hell you want me to say? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want y'all to give y'all homage on shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She picked out what resembles her, what resembles her family. You understand? You know what I'm saying? My daddy and brother darker than you. You know what I'm saying? So you see my daddy. You know what I'm saying? You see my dad. You see why everybody asked him like Santa Claus too. But I taught my daughter to love herself from the beginning because that's so important. Because my parents, they came up in a time where, they got kind of lax in them getting through what they had been through. My mother growing up and my father, they couldn't look at white people growing up. You know what I'm saying? They was getting slaughtered and shit.
And I believe, I understand that.
Yeah, so once stuff got free, they laxed on it. You know what I'm saying? But then look at what we're dealing with today. You know what I'm saying? The reason why self-love from the beginning, that stuff is my daughter did not want European doll in her possession. You understand? And people bought them for her. And she would add, we had to tell her to start saying thank you instead of saying, who is this for?
Right.
Because, like she not understanding why you buying me this. This don't look like something I would play. This don't look like me. And you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so now, and her being 13, she understands now that diversity is important.
Yes, and it is.
Because that's how they got over. And then, one of the main reasons, because that's how they got over on us. You know what I'm saying? Like them knowing us and learning our ways and stuff, they're able to capitalize off our culture. And that's the reason why they're the leaders in ownership of this world and what we have going on now. So, you know what I'm saying? Diversity is important. Learn.
And I send my kids. I send my kids to, back when they were in school. I'm homeschooling now. But I'm thinking about sending them back out. I need some me time.
Absolutely. And social skills and just being able
to mingle. But I've always sent them out to schools outside of their district. And like Barberton, when I say is very diverse, I didn't want them to get comfortable with just our kind. I wanted y'all to understand that the different cultures and people ways of thinking because and
it's important for us to learn from each other. We're not
going
nowhere. Nobody's going anywhere.
And we can't understand that regardless of the color, they got the same amount of veins as we do. They bleed like we do. They got teeth just like we got teeth. And only difference is the texture of hair and eyes, and we can get that too. If we ain't born with it, we can go buy it. How about that? Well, we have a special guest here today. Are y'all ready to find out? For those who don't know who it is Mr. Hard Work himself, Mr. Cesario. That's how you
already. How y'all doing?
How are you?
I cannot complain.
I don't know why I always wait for the claps to go off. And I be thinking to myself, gosh, this is long. And then it get loud like, How was your holidays if you celebrate?
It was blessed. It was blessed. It was good to feel the love in the air. Feel the just the sense of family again.
And speaking of family, you just recently lost someone a couple.
Yeah, my cousin Kenneth Barkley. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
My condolences.
We lose a cousin. I lost a cousin, Derek Black. He died of a seizure. He was a saxophonist.
My condolences.
Same to you.
Condolences. Oh, I'm not good with those things.
Yeah. We ain't here forever, but we got to realize that we got to hold closest to the people that we love.
Right.
Really cherish those times, because time we don't have enough of at all. We think we got enough time.
And you're right, and we don't.
But we don't.
We don't. That I actually went through a situation where me and a old friend, we were really, really close, and we found out how, like Usher and R. Kelly same girl, so
oh, shoot.
We share a baby father. So as we recently got back in contact on Facebook like about 7 years ago.
Okay.
And our daughters look so much alike. So we just started speaking, and I wanted my daughter to, meet her other siblings,
right.
And I'm like, you know what, I got time, so I asked her another day. And then next thing I know, I see rest in peace all over, and we, so that hurt.
I know the feeling, Jesus.
Because it was like, I was liking that place that we were in, and, we back talking, and, and see, sometimes we tend to think it's one thing, and it wasn't that. She was going through what she was going through, and she, the results, she passed away from that.
Damn, girl.
So I'm taking it as, I hope she ain't, it wasn't like she didn't know I was dating him. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? People got, I'm sorry. So, but, yeah, so.
I know the feeling
to this day, I hold myself, I get angry with myself because it's
you
like,
can't hold yourself responsible.
Yeah, you can.
But I do. I hold myself responsible because it's like, I should have just said it.
You can't do that to yourself.
Even if you, like, when they say, if you miss somebody, you tell them. You don't hold on to that. So it's like, dang, like, well.
I lost a good friend. We weren't speaking when she passed. She tried to reach out to me, and she reached out in the wrong place because otherwise I'd have been right by her side. But she was dying of cancer, You know, I left her alone because, you know, for everything I supported her in life, she didn't support me. None. Not when I got married, not when I did something good school-wise, not my business is nothing. You didn't celebrate me. I celebrated everything about her. You know, I didn't judge her. You know what I'm saying? Even when it came out of her baby daddy situation, I did not judge her. You know what I'm saying? I loved her for who she was, and so I separated myself. But, you know, I still kept in touch with her son and her daughter because they're my godchildren and stuff. And I had passed her, you know what ticked me up? I passed her son along some information. And he didn't even tell me my mama died. You know, I was like, look here, get to see your mom, you know what I'm saying, so she can straighten it out. You know what I'm saying? She got to pay no money for it. I know she probably still mad at me. I don't care. I love y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, I love you. We love you too. Never said she's sick. Like, why wouldn't you tell me? You know, so I'm kind of sick about that, you know.
Thomas Harrison said prayers to both you and Rio.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. You heard him.
All praises, my brother. Thank you.
So, Mr. Rio.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to say it's a pleasure to have you on the show today.
Pleasure. I want to thank you for your I want to thank you for your performance at Melvin's, Mr. Milligram's memorial.
No problem.
My folks were talking about all of y'all.
And that's where I was exactly getting ready to go, because that song you performed, I've never heard that. But that got me emotional. Like, I literally, I get emotional now.
Both of y'all got me emotional.
But that song, what? First of all, where can I find it? Is that out anywhere?
Nowhere.
Okay, I figured
I
that.
haven't released
So I'm not
it
even gonna lie, because I was all on your Spotify.
Hey, you know what? I am going to send it to you personally though, so that way you can listen to it and you can have it. But it's not out. It's going to be on this upcoming project, which is called Born King.
Okay.
Right.
I'm kind of debating whether should I do a side A, side B type of thing, because there's two different type of feels on it. And
do
I
that.
Think that I am.
Do that.
And
bring that back.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be, you know, because we are multifaceted people. We have different layers to us. So, especially when it comes down to making music, you want to kind of, if you have a certain type of vibe throughout 6 or 7, maybe 8, 10 songs, you want to put all of those together. Once that vibe changes, you don't want to kind of add anything to it. You want to keep the vibe always consistent and always the same. So that's what I'm gonna do. You're right. That's what I'm gonna do.
I think that is definitely side A, side B. So now that with this side A, side B, so that lets me know it's probably, I'm gonna say, at least 20 songs. No, less.
No, I'm not about to. I'm gonna give you 6 songs.
Okay.
Okay. See, I'm going. So you
see,
know.
Honestly, I think as artists, we do too much of that because we get fed up sometimes with the music because we didn't heard it forever. We didn't held on to it for so long. So we feel like we want to get everything out and kind of refresh a little bit. But we have to understand, like, you can't force feed the people the music. Let them get into the groove of it. Give them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let them feel that. Let them, you know, really get in touch bases with that. Then once they about almost done, then you could probably hit them with a single, which I got some stuff working. So a lot of different features and singles and stuff on the way. So it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, because you just did a song with Connie's son.
Yeah, All My Life, All My Goodness. That's my song, man. Connie's son, he's a great guy, man.
Yes, he is.
Great individual, really solid for real. You know what I'm saying?
And then you got a couple of features with, you know, Lady Prophet.
Yes.
That counted me out.
Yes,
that's when
Prophet,
I fell in
man.
love.
Amazing
I fell in
singer.
love.
Oh my God.
You know what's funny, Miss Marie? We were following each other on Instagram. Right?
Okay.
Probably a year.
Don't give me the line.
I want to say probably a year prior to me actually put my music, you know. And so when I did my first showcase, I'm with my dude, of course. He a hater. And he performed, you know, Rio was performing. I didn't even know it was a competition at the Captivate. And he like, that's your competitor there. So I looked at him like, oh, okay. My competition is a man.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But so when I looked, I'm like, I know him. So,
Right.
but it was the way I said it. I'm like, yeah, we follow each other on Instagram. And he gave me this look, and I'm like, oh, God, it ain't even like that. You know what I'm saying? And so they did that counting me out, and I was just like, this is so, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I felt like I was at a meeting real live famous people. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I appreciate that.
Definitely humbled by it. I appreciate it.
And then they got this one song,
Experiment.
That's a sexy song. That is a sexy song. Okay. He wanna drink 'cause it feels.
Check out the video, by the way. It's on YouTube. Make sure you tune in.
Okay.
You know, check out that Counted Out promo too as well.
Yeah. So you know, I look forward to that. I really like your music. You know, hard work.
Man.
That's always going. Between that Counted Out, I can't even say. Counted Out and hard work is like a tie for me. Yeah. I can't say.
I ain't gonna lie, Counted Out was like one of my favorite records for real. Like, because at some point in your life, you feel counted out, whether it's by your peers or whether you even doubt yourself sometimes. Yeah. But you ultimately got to realize, you know, you are you. You know, you have the ability to do whatever it is that you want to do. You know, and you got to check yourself a lot of times too. Yes. You know, there ain't nothing wrong with looking in the mirror and telling yourself, you know, you fucked up, right? Right. But this how we gonna get it back right. So you know, it's all about accountability, man. You got to be accountable. You can't pass on the reason why you ain't got this or the reason why you ain't at where you need to be at. Grind harder, work harder, push harder. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever seen Rio perform?
No, outside of this last time, no.
Oh,
see, okay. Ooh. He didn't do it at Melvin, but he got this dance where it's the shoulder, and he like it's just like, you know, sometimes like people got specific things where you could time when they gonna do it. Yeah. But he had just come out and it's like, ooh, and you be trying to catch it with him, but he did something else. You know what I'm saying? Right. But that's what gets me, because I'm like, how do you move? Look, I look stupid.
You know what? Shout out to my OG Lily, man. Okay. My old best friend Mario, man. His uncle Lily, man. Shout out to him. He was a great guy. He is a great guy, rather. He used to do this dance all the time, man. You know, in the hood. So I was like, you know what? I like that. I'm gonna have to do something with that. And
you perfected that.
With the performance, it's like, you know, once you in that groove and you know, you in that feeling of everything, man. It's a whole vibe in itself, so it kind of come out when it want to.
Yeah, his shoulder is like it can twerk, it can slow wind. Like you know how the frats be doing them dances. Like I can do that, but it's just that one shoulder though. Hit him with the shoulder. That's what I say. Hit him with the shoulder. Like you about to hit y'all with that shoulder.
That shoulder, man. And I forgot you actually asked the question about the song, and I talked about everything else about that. No, you good. That was me. I go and come sometime. But, see, here you go. But no,
there's nothing wrong with coming, I mean.
The song was based pretty much just on the fact that you have to give him the praise through regardless of what you're going through. Just a testimony. A lot of people don't know that I recently stopped drinking alcohol and stuff like that about maybe 4 years ago.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Yes, ma'am. Through the help of Christ. And I seen that it was something that I had to do. Right. You know, sometimes we think that we can handle things and we can do them ourselves, but we can't.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of things we have to give over to the Lord and let Him hold
that.
Because, you know, the burden becomes too heavy, you know.
Yes.
And He has worked, man, miracles in my life. Once I put down the alcohol, everything else started to fall into place.
So, like, what was your choice of alcohol?
Actually, and this is the funny part, right? Because it really wasn't even just like liquor. It was just like beer. It was a mixture. Just, you know what I'm saying? But it became too constant to where I felt that it had a hold on me and had a hold on my life and everything that I wanted to do. And
so that's how that song that you sang was inspired through that. Okay.
Through it all.
Now that makes sense.
So I was like, you know, I'm still trying to do right. I'm still, you know, I'm kind of on the fence with a lot of different things. And I said, Lord, I don't want this no more. Take this from me. take this away from me. I don't want this no more.
Yeah,
you know?
amen.
And he did. And after that day, I became an inspiration for everybody. After that, you know, family members tell me like, man, you just don't know how inspirational that you are, because we see that you can do it. He can do it in your life. He can do it for us too. You know, so I just ask God, just if this music thing is what you want me to do, Lord, just open the doors for me and I'll walk right through them.
Right.
Just make a way for it, you know. So through it all, I gave him the praise. Through it all, I'm going to continue to give him the praise. Because I had a time.
So when you wrote that song, because, and I'm going to, you know, I'm probably going to keep asking a lot about that question, because like that song really affected me. You know, it did something to me.
Yes, ma'am.
You know. So when you wrote that song, was that like where you could say at your lowest point? Did you cry?
I did cry. I definitely did cry, because it came from a real place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those memories you never forget. You know, you never forget. Because it was once upon a time where I put myself before him, and he had to chop me all the way down like a tree. He said, "No, hold up, wait a minute. You what?
Doing the most.
You doing too much."
Yep.
I was running my this, not that, you know.
What was your final straw when you decided like you had to let it go? Like what?
Well, again, he took everything from me. That's when I ain't had no choice but to come right back to him. You know, and that's what he does. He'd take everything from you.
Yeah. He's gonna show you.
You don't want to listen.
He's gonna show you he's got.
I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna take you through all of this, and then to the fact where you have to start calling on him. You have to start talking to him. You have to ask him. Yo, what's wrong? What did I do? What happened? You know what he said. You know what he said to me. My right hand to God. He said, "You put yourself before me." And that brought, I mean, I had chills in my body. You hear me? I'm in my auntie's basement at this time. No job, no nothing.
You were married?
No, was I married at this time? No, I wasn't married yet. No, I wasn't married yet. I wasn't married yet. Okay. And man, the Lord gave me back my job that weekend. Matter of fact, hold on. After that though, I cried for like 4 days or whatever the case may have been. But right immediately after that, He gave me my job back on my birthday.
Oh.
You know.
And you just had a birthday pass.
Yeah. And this was this testimony was like 5 years ago. But I'm just saying, man, what God can do. What God can do. And it wasn't even for me. It was for my daughter. Her birthday was, on the 13th. So it was like, man, how I'm going to do this, I got you, don't even worry about it. Gave me back everything I had plus tenfold. So God is truly amazing. That's what I stand on. Yeah, so that song, through it all, I want everybody to know, be encouraged. Through it all, through the hard times, through the good times, through the okay times, still give God the praise. Don't never forget to give him the praise.
Better say that.
Because, man, he opened doors that no man can shut.
Better say that. His name will reign. He's going to make sure that.
Yes, it will.
You are A1 inspiration.
Yes, like I felt that. I felt that. Like,
speak it, believe it, I walk it, I talk it.
That's why when I got the word, he coming in for a video. That song. That's what when I hit you up on IG.
Okay.
I wanted to talk more about that, but I said, you know what? We both got busy, so we kept missing each other. And I'm like, I just save it for here, because, I'm like, I don't want you to think I'm a little crybaby and that. But I wanted to know where to find that song.
But see, ain't nothing wrong with crying. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You have to release all of that pressure. Pressure busts pipes, baby.
Yeah, you better believe it.
So
you heard that, y'all.
It's and see, this is
that's
for all
freakily approval.
This is for all the young men out there too, man. Like, ain't nothing wrong with crying. Ain't nothing wrong with releasing that emotion. We're not emotional creatures by the way we were raised. Sometimes we gotta always be hard and this and that, but ain't nothing wrong with crying, man.
Yeah, that was a falsification put on our culture.
It's a lot of things that that's going on within our culture that people just they gravitate to so much other stuff and they look outside of themselves for approval. As long as you approve you, that's the only thing that matters. You know what I'm saying? For real, like I had to let that go a long time ago, looking for approval from others. Like, no, that's not me.
So, where did you grow up at? Because I seen that your music, what inspired you to do music, was from being in the rough streets in Cleveland. So like, where?
I gotta update that too. I was, but yeah, actually it came from the church. You know, it came from the church. I grew up in the church. My grandmother, my mom went to church every Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday. You know, but it wasn't until I was, I think, maybe like 4 or 5 years old, I started playing the drums. I just, I love music. Like that was my first calling was drums, and I actually still play. I try to, play recreational. I ain't really involved in any group or anything, but yeah, playing the drums in church and just I look back at that and I'm thankful to grow up in the church and also still bump my head and go out in the streets and run the streets and whatever. But the Lord even saved me then. He even watched over me then. You know what I'm saying?
And one thing I can say, I listen to a lot of your music, and you don't curse.
Nah, I had to change that up because of my kids, and also because of the job that it is to even be on this type of platform. You want to be able to educate. You don't want to be able to lead them in the wrong direction, man, because people and young kids are easily influenced by so much already.
Yeah.
So why not give them something they can use, something that they can feel, something that they can apply to their lives, something that can help them in their soul.
Right.
Rather than to just give them something that's popping right now that's going to fizz out.
He just did an event, right, Miss Marie, at, was it Fall Brawls in the Lane?
Yeah.
With Stony Simpkins, right?
Oh, for real? Okay.
And so, like that whole crew, they dope. They're so dope.
Okay.
But, so they asked me to perform, right? And I'm so glad that my music didn't go through because I lived to my This man got his kids, his wife. I'm not performing no secrets, no bedroom vibes, no wee-wop in front of these kids. And so after they were the last ones to perform, so when they got off the stage, I'm like, please do not call me. And sure enough, I see everybody picking up, and I'm like, thank God. I was going to do one of these, like, I lost my voice.
Not the voice, though. Not the voice.
And your birthday was like a day or a couple days?
It was that next day.
Yeah.
That was on Sunday. Yeah, my birthday was on Monday. And we had a good time that night, too.
Ooh, yeah.
My auntie had fun. My cousin Faye came out. My wife came out, the kids, they was about tired, but they was, they enjoyed it though. My son wanted to get on the stage.
Fred Baker, he said he's with United Music Mafia.
Okay.
A major independent record label. He would love to hear your music.
Heck yeah,
Yes, sir.
Fred Baker, he's in Pennsylvania, so
yes.
I will send you over his information.
I appreciate that,
for y'all to link up.
Yes, sir.
Most definitely. Thank you so much, Mr. Baker.
Yes,
and
sir. Thank you, Miss Lee.
You're welcome, baby. This is what we do.
That's what we. That's
this
right.
is what
that's
we
right.
do. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's
I wanna talk more. Because I'm curious. Because I was reading your bio, and we gonna get into your project, your upcoming project. But I listen to your music, and I love you. Can I say F word? Can I say the F word? I fucks with your music. Yeah. I'ma cuss for you. Let me find out.
Yeah.
But and
shout out OG.
That's another. I would love to interview him too. But was your father in a picture? Like, how was your upbringing? Is there any other siblings?
Yeah, my sister April, my sister Diamond, my sister Alicia, my brother Charles.
Okay.
But in my household, just me and my little sister. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I grew up, me, my mom.
So you had to be the man.
Not per se. I had to learn how to be the man first.
Thank you. And that's why I wanted.
I had to learn how to be the man first. So, I always had my uncle, bro, which is, he was a huge factor in my life. My uncle Uncle Charles, you know, they came over here and but Mama Brush stayed with us. Mama Tyrone stayed with us, so they was always there, you know. And some of the deacons from the church and stuff, I would look up to them and
so you
kind of see and pinpoint certain different things that I needed to add to become this man that I wanted to be, you know. And my father, you know, I love him to death. You know, he wasn't in the picture for most of my life, but when I got a chance to have both parents in the same household, I think I was like 18. So I really, really cherished that. Like, I mean, in between the times we would go over his house and stuff like that, we would still communicate, and that was still cool. But you know how it be, you know, when they beef and they not together, and you got to kind of find time, you know what I'm saying, to go over his house and all of that kind of stuff. But yeah.
Okay. So, like, what is this project that I know you're working on a new project, so we gonna say that one.
Okay.
I know that is something to look forward to, but for those, you know, for my viewers and, you know, everybody that really, you know, for our followers, we would like to know what is this project you have out now, and to tell us more about it, and how did you come up with
What song?
With Hard Work.
Oh man, Hard Work. Ooh, that thing right there. You know how like you have that conscious voice that you listen to sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So I was sitting down one day, and I'm like, man, having the conversation with myself, like, man, I need to get to this next level. I need to step it up. I gotta put this hard work in. So my other voice is saying, all you got to do is put in hard work.
Every damn putting out.
Hold on, I ain't got to that.
Right.
Yeah,
but that's look, I was just ready to say
that's what my conscience was saying. Like, all you got to do is put in hard work. And I'm like, ooh.
So that's why you say it like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, ooh, okay, all right. I'm like, shit. Every day I'm putting on. Wait a minute, hold up. I got something. Every day I'm putting on. Promise I'm a king on my throne. Hard work. Don't nothing come to a sleeper. So I'm like, man, you know what? I gotta stop. I gotta make sure I take time out for myself and for my music to get this stuff done. And back to the time thing. We don't have enough time, but we make time for what we want to make time for. So if we manage our time better appropriately, I don't care if it's 2:30 in the morning and I stay up till 3:30 in the morning. I got that hour for me, for the music that I can put into that. Even if I am a little bit tired when I wake up to go to work, it's okay. I didn't cheat myself out of my dreams, out of that next step, because I have to, you know what I'm saying? You got to sacrifice something. So I'm going to sacrifice that little bit of being tired for staying up to get these kind of songs did, you know what I'm saying? But man, and it's crazy, right? Because I write a verse and I come back and I probably get tired of it, you know, because I get frustrated and be like, all right, fuck it, I'm going to put it to the side for a minute, come back to it. And that's how that was. So that second verse, that's why I kind of like where it sound like it's a whole different person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's right.
They say it costs to be the boss, man. That's what I know. Gotta manifest what you want, man. I'm on go. Speaking to your life, let it ignite in your soul. Give it all you got and try not to lose control. Hey, I never gave up when the table turned. When I stuck to the script, here to wait my turn.
So, who were your influences? Like, what type of artists or rappers or what inspired you?
Scarface.
Ooh.
Scarface.
And I was gonna say that, like UGK, that type of.
Tupac, definitely. I listen to a lot of Pac too.
But I definitely could see the Scarface. Man. I definitely
because Scarface, it's just his. He captivates the audience with his manner of which he come off like. You can't help but to listen to him and he's talking about something. There's a story behind what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Some substance in the content.
Right.
You know, it ain't just whatever.
What's trending, what's popping,
and all of that kind of stuff. You know, so
he definitely. So I definitely see that. And how long have you been doing music?
Seriously, about taking it really, really serious, probably about 10 years ago.
Okay. Yeah. And were you always under the name of Caesar Rio, or did you go through
Blade, you know, which is my
last name,
yeah,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Name Caesar, but you need the blade to cut it.
Right.
And I'm a butcher, by the way, so that's.
I was gonna say that you are.
I
was gonna say chopper.
Chopper, no, not chopper. Be cutter, though, you know.
Yeah, that's what I call
it. Chopper. Be fine.
Oh, we got a call coming in.
No, that's not.
Oh, That's not. I thought that.
Oh.
See, this is why I don't wear the headphones.
Let me find out.
So how did you come up with the name Caesar?
Actually, shout out to Twin D Money, man. I was going through a rough time in my life again, and you know sometimes you kind of lose sight of who you are. You know, you kind of forget. You let other things that hold no value sometimes control or dictate how you feel about you. So at this particular time, I was about broke. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't had no money. I was just feeling bad. Like, man, I ain't nobody. I ain't this. I ain't that. And something just came to myself. Man, you a king. What's wrong with you? Like, then I told myself, see, I'll be having these conversations with myself often. I say, how you gonna let something that came from the same dirt that you did
make you
feel
less,
like that?
Right.
And
right.
So I thought about that. I sat in there for a minute. Me and Twin sat down. We talked. I said, man, what's another word for a king? And we was like, Caesar. I was like, ooh, Caesarea. That's what the fuck I am. And I was like, outside of that, that's just the art. Actually, I said, nigga, I'm a brand. Outside of that, I am Mario Blade. This is who I am. I stand on this. I am a king because I said I am. You know what I'm saying?
And I am, that's a powerful statement right there.
Yeah.
That is, when you use I am, you own that.
You own that.
You become that.
You become that.
So, like as we were talking, you know, when you first came in, that words are powerful, you know, it holds a spell. So when you say I am beautiful, you're going to walk in that, whatever that statement you put behind I am.
You have to, man. So, that's why we got to, for real, we got to start programming ourselves to think different. We can't think with the same with the same normancy or whatever I'm trying to say.
Normalcy is a word.
Okay, yeah, that's what I mean. But we can't keep thinking like that and expect different results.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We have to start thinking different, to start wanting different, to start creating different, because it starts inside of you. You know what I'm saying? And you have to see yourself in that new house before you get that new house. You got to close your eyes and already visualize how your furniture going to be, see how your floors is going to be, what kind of, you know what I'm saying, decor or whatever the case may be. You got to see yourself in that Benz before you get that Benz. You got to see it before anybody else see it. So it starts with you, man. You got to believe in you, believe in the plan, trust in God, and stay prayed up.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. So what is the type of advice you would like to give any new and upcoming artists?
Take the notes. Take the notes.
Y'all hear that?
Really take the notes, man. When you know, sometimes it's good to sit back and observe rather than to just
and you
jump
do a
strong.
lot of that. I see you do a lot of that at the showcases.
I try to.
You know, like
I really try to.
you just be sit back in the cut, just you know.
But you know what? It's also because, like, you know, I'm the type of artist where I want to be given exactly what I'm given. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna take the time out to see everybody set. I'm gonna give you the same attention that I would like to have. You know what I'm saying? And then if I feel a certain type of way where I can be able to tell you something as toward you can make your act better, then please just take it. I ain't trying to say like, you know, it's that I'm better than you. None of that kind of shit. I'm just trying to tell you what people didn't tell me. Tell you what it took me years to learn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit, just little pointers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely take the notes. Take the notes. Learn the business.
Right.
Anybody can learn the business.
You better say that.
Shout out to Popular Madness, by the way.
Yeah. I was getting look.
You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of businesses.
Yeah.
Because you're wearing your brand.
Yes, I am.
By one of your
Popular Madness.
By Lady Prophet.
Those which is the
don't
owner
know
of Popular Madness.
Who Popular Madness is also Lady Prophet.
You gonna learn
so make sure you definitely she does her thing with these clothes.
Tap in with her, man. If you want anything custom made,
you could tell her stuff sticks out. And she loves a challenge too. By the way, she made my Freakin' Liquor shirt and logo. So, but Stainless Entertainment.
Yes, ma'am.
Did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
Oh,
yes, you did. Stainless Entertainment.
See, I'm trying to memorize, but I see your shirt so much, so I'm like, I know all this stuff. Yeah. So tell me about that. How did you come up with the name? When did you decide to turn it into a business, you know?
Again,
How
probably
long
about
you been in business?
about 15 years ago. Me and my cousin sat down and we talked about.
I'm
the whole
listening to these
entertainment.
numbers you throwing, so
Yeah,
it makes me
listen,
wonder,
it
how old
takes-
are you?
I'm 37.
Oh,
so-
okay. So,
But it takes
yeah,
time to,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's been a long time coming. And at first it was just us just talking about, you know, the entertainment thing. And I've been doing music then too. So like, man, I'm telling you, man, this stainless thing, boom, 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 boom. So I'm like, okay, all right. So shout out to Mo Money, by the way. You know what I'm saying?
Mo Money.
Also, shout out to Some of That, man, which is the owner of Stainless. You know what I'm saying? It's actually Some of That LLC with Stainless is up under the umbrella. You know how it goes.
Okay.
You know. But
Okay, so some of that is
Some of that.
you
That's me.
or
some of that is
other people?
well, some of that is actually a conglomerate.
Okay.
Me and two other people.
Okay.
Which is Mr. Gouda Man, by the way, and Smitty Gripper.
Oh,
Shout out to my
man.
niggas,
Gouda
man.
Man, shout
Yeah,
out.
been there since day one, man. Like we started this a long time ago. Yeah.
Tall.
You know.
Is he?
Yeah, Mr. Gouda and his voice, like
Oh man.
he
that's-
can
that's
whisper
my guy,
and it's
man.
wow.
Wow.
But he's a cool dude. But
Yeah.
like when I see him, he's like, "Hey, and I just
Yeah.
my head literally just does this all day just to get to his face. Cause I'm like, God.
Yeah, cheese tall.
He is tall.
Shout out to my niggas, man. A1 since day one, though. Straight like that. But yeah, some of that. And then I eventually got the
He
LLC.
does music too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got about, man, I don't know how many mixtapes out. It's a lot of mixtapes out for real. Collectively, I think me and the guys did like 6, I think. 5 or 6.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, I've actually been in business about 4 years, trying to really start to really, you know, make some money and really do the things the right way and learn more of the business. That's why I say the advice to the younger generation is to learn the business now.
Yep.
So when you do have an opportunity presented to you, you can take full advantage of it and just focus on the music because the business is already
In
place
yes.
already. You know?
Right.
Because it got to make sense. It got to make money at the end of the day. So you got to figure out how to make money from it, not just write the best verse.
Right.
You know, coming up, you think, oh, as long as I got the fire verse, as long as I got the fire song, I'm gonna make $1 billion. And that ain't how. That ain't. You can have the fire song with no marketing and no nothing.
Exactly.
And go nowhere.
I was just about to say,
You know
a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying?
these artists, you know,
Got to put that promo.
they gotta put that promo.
You got to, man.
You can't expect a person to share you. You get what I'm saying? And if you not,
hey, you know,
you gotta. I gotta see you believe.
I gotta see how hard you gonna push you.
And so, like that, I saw like me and you was tag teaming on the flyer. So I'm like,
that cross promotion. That's how you do
get
it
what
though,
I'm
because
saying?
and that's with anything. You got to
Dude,
promote.
From page to page to page, Twitter. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know why people get this thing. Well, you're interviewing me. You need to post me, and it's like,
nah, you ain't. Because people, you want to know why? Because people think too much of themselves sometimes.
And that it'd be
And they hold
frustrating.
themselves up too high, and it's like,
Even with flyers, and it's like, if I don't care, my picture ain't gotta be if Lee name on that, it's being shared.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
I'm sharing about 4 or 5 times a day. You know
and
what I'm saying?
and I tell
until they get
people,
tired of seeing it. They're gonna be like, oh, well, we know he got something coming up because we done seen it all week. You know what I'm saying? So,
and that's one thing I can say. Like you promote too, and I like that.
yeah, got to.
You know.
You only get out what you put in. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
For real. And you know, once you come to the realization that you can't do it all by yourself, you're gonna need a team. And you find that team, you got to really stick with them, man. Shout out to my guys, Ox and Spree, man, and Lady Prophet. We got some things coming. So
I've never been good at that. Like I be, you know how I be.
Remember names?
No, I'd be like, dang, I meant to shout them out, but I forgot. You know, I never been good at that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
ain't too good at it. It just look like it, you know.
Well, you doing a good job. You definitely doing
it. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely doing a good job. So what is this? Before we get into this, you know, what are other hobbies or talents you have that we don't know about? You know.
Well, playing the drums. I think I told y'all that
Okay.
already. Playing the drums.
How how do you juggle between work and being an artist, a family man?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, how does that come together?
Well, of course, work is going to be what's going to take up the majority of my time. Then it's family, and after family is sleep.
He added that in.
Yeah, you gotta add
but
sleep.
you,
I wasn't gonna say music then sleep, but
sleep
it's you know I look at it like this. I love music. I really do. To my soul, you know, me and music been in a long-term relationship before wifey came along. You know, but
shout out to the wife.
Yeah, shout out to the wife. She been real supportive. But I have to put music on the back burner when it comes down to the family. You know, so it's like, okay, some nights I may not be able to get in the studio. Some nights I may not be able to get to writing or to actually get my little time that I need. But that lets me know the next day I got something else I got to take off 15 minutes away from whatever else that I'm doing each thing so I can get that time in. You know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much how it goes. You know, work, family, sleep, and hopefully music.
No. Hopefully, that to me that sometimes sounds so like you're not sure, but it's gonna happen.
The little bit of
yeah.
We
gonna claim that.
Definitely gonna claim that.
Cause you're a dope artist. I do like your music and your shoulders.
I appreciate it.
I love your shoulders. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You should take cause you're a butcher.
Mm-hmm.
So it's important that you look into like getting your shoulders insurance. You know you can do that, right?
Shoulders insurance, no, I did not.
Yeah. Like that's your
ASAP.
You know, like say if I was a dancer,
Mm-hmm.
I would get insurance on my legs, you know, because that's what makes my money. Or
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So get that, because by you you don't want to throw it out, you know, and butchering, chopping some meat up or something, you know.
Oh, no, I've been doing this for about 14 years. Yeah. So I'm wide awoke, and trust me, I'm at it. Like I can't lose no limbs. Hey, no, I'm cool.
Hey, you know what's funny? Because you had a serious look all the time.
Yeah, like
But it don't take much to get you to laugh.
No. You know what? You said serious look. What? I got a serious look.
Yeah.
Not just attentive, you know.
Yeah. Because like when I first met him, I'm like, okay, this. So he got on stage. So I'm like, I follow you on Instagram. And he's like, thank you. Oh, I know you're Lee from Atlanta. I'm like, yeah, you know. Yeah. And so then we started doing, you know, linking up, you know, well, not linking up, but like catching each other at different shows, and you know, and it's like, God, what can I do to make this? Like, if I have to make somebody smile loud, like, I'm like, this guy's too serious looking for me. Like, dude, smile.
But you know, I have fun.
But
you, I be there on business, and that's another thing I want to tell artists too. Like, when you go to these events, please don't just perform and leave.
Right.
You have to.
Mess,
you have to network with people. You have to work the room, get numbers, and get contacts, and hit these people up and see what they able to offer to what you're doing,
and get to know
or vice
people
versa.
like me who can play your music.
Exactly.
Like, it's not too many people and laying that play.
With the you know, talk to these DJs.
Talk to the local radio station
they
people.
got your music.
Yeah.
All that.
Because let me tell y'all something. Let me get this one. I was trying to let y'all. Yeah, I was trying to let y'all have y'all interview. It was such a good interview, but like, it's important to get to know people, like lower level local radio stations, because I'm the one. I can't speak for everybody else, but I'm the one that plays all the independent artist music.
Yes,
faithfully. You know what I'm saying? Rest up, Mr. Milligram, because you know you were one of his favorite artists. Like, he preached about you, Cesar Rio.
I appreciate
it. He talked about you a lot. You know what I'm saying? Is the reason why you were at his memorial, because he really dug in on your music. He loved your music.
That means a lot, man.
You know, and it's important to get to know people like me, and I'm speaking about me in specific, because You know, like I'm a bearer of information and I'm a sharer of information.
Yes, she is.
I don't hold nothing back
Yes.
for my people. And it's important that, you know, when I talk to y'all, I'm telling y'all about putting y'all music out here, going to these directors at these major radio stations, hitting up the directors, emailing them y'all music.
Yeah.
Not just here.
Everywhere.
In New York, in LA, all the major music markets, Atlanta,
speaking
you know what I'm saying, Chicago, Indiana even.
Okay, so Fred Baker is really, really interested in you. He told me to tell you to put your music on United Music Mafia streaming, and tell everybody where we can find you and your music.
Well, you can follow me at Caesar_Rio_the1. You can find my music on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music.
On all streaming
platforms, yes.
They want to hear a song, so do you have a song?
I got,
Oh, you know what? Before we do that, and I just want to just bless them one time, just with something that's just on my soul. It's something called The Introduction. It's just, I'm gonna give you just a little something just so people could really understand where I'm at with this. If they don't already know, they're gonna really find out. Hold on one second.
Caesar Rio.
Okay, now this is called The Introduction, right? So I said, you must exercise the best gift in life. Evolution at its best. It's the gift of life. Conquer the mind and the body will follow. Health is wealth. It can't wait until tomorrow. I'm aware that every reaction is calculated by the dollar sign that they put on your back to raise you. See, I take quality right over fame, because when it resonates to the soul, it's a different type of change. The point don't hit the same when the angle is pain. To be conflicted on oppositions to give them change. But what can't be controlled must be contained, or it's a threat to their conscience because my people slain. Jealousy and hate from the root to the core. It's time to cut and dig up them trees that they hungers from. And they wonder why them bridges got them wide gaps. This lineage runs deep and this goes way back. If you keep lying to yourself, then you the fool. Because you keep believing the lies you telling you. Repetitive thinking weighs heavy on mentals. Yet psychologically scarred by the things he been through. But you got to let it go. It got a hold on you. The forgiveness is for you. You can't control karma.
Say that.
The universe reciprocates your energy. And if it's positive, then align and feel the synergy. It's a whole different level of understanding. Accountability is key to get an understanding. Change the way you think and embody the movement. Greatness is upon you. It's your choice to choose it. Use your gift while you got it, or you could lose it.
You better say
Purest feeling from the heart, knowledge through music. Now let that soak in. It got a vibe to it. Empowerment lifestyle. It got a ride to it.
Okay, you better do that. Do that.
Just want to be all that, man.
Hey, call in. Ask Caesar Rio some questions.
Ask him whatever
it is you want to know to get to know him. The number is 216-939-5087. We are about to hear a song from Caesar Rio. And let's go. Good job. I like it.
I appreciate
it. They love it too. Especially Fred Baker.
All my life.
There we go. That right there. Yeah.
The name of this song is All My Life by Caesar Rio.
Featuring Connie Son. Yeah.
All my life. Huh? Damn. How long I've been waiting? Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I couldn't sleep at night.
All my life, and I pray it'll be alright. Rio.
Yeah,
Once felt like trash, now I'm certain you can trust it. Dread at the seams, needless to say. Hope was the glue that kept it together. I move with the tossing is all in your spirit, cause every time you talk to people gon' listen. You done kept it real right from the beginning. You got the attention, is what they've been missing. You done kept it real right from the beginning. You got the attention, is what they've been missing.
Hey, Jarrell.
All my life.
I've been patient, trying to get right. Yeah, sometimes I couldn't sleep at night.
I ain't get no sleep.
So I dropped to my knees and I pray to be alright.
I got that glow. I demand your attention, make it stop and go. What you know about when a damn rap gets slow? But you can't give up, gotta put food on the stove. I won't do this for you cause I want to, because I have to. I made a promise that if you bless me, I'ma bless you. I did. Everything from the heart, that's a cold brew. Watch the pieces fall in line like they supposed to. I want my people to be better than me like a sensei. Only way to elevate is to be great. Don't waste time, get your own play. The last should be first and I win it today. Hey, I felt that walk fast, walk all night. Had to start from the bottom, but I still got right. I see it, I speak it, I walk in the talk, and my truth is the future. I'm shining so bright.
I've been waiting all my life. I've been patient, trying to get right. Yeah, sometimes I couldn't sleep at night.
I ain't get no sleep.
So I dropped to my knees and I pray to be alright.
You'll thank me later.
Yes, ma'am.
I see it, I speak it, I walk in the talk, and my truth is the future. I'm shining so bright. Yeah.
That's a dope song.
Yes, it is. Yes,
What?
it is.
How
Yes,
did you
it is.
come up with that collab? Like, cause you
know
know, Connie's son has a story too.
Yes,
you
it
know,
does. Yes, it
I
does.
know, I'm familiar with Connie's son. So, how did you come up with that?
Well, and this just goes to show that things happen in its time, not on your time. That song, I wrote that song about 5 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And
But y'all just did this.
yeah, we just did the
Yeah,
song.
that's what I've had.
Yeah.
Because he was okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
And
Talk to me now,
I'm gonna tell you
Ria.
about God, man. God, He'll give you the tools. You just have to utilize them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I met him I was at work, met him at work. I was like, man, hey, he gave me a CD. We started talking about music off the rip. Just had a connection, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a Scorpio, I'm a Scorpio. We both do the music thing, and I fuck with his music because it was, it's to the heart,
Yeah.
heartfelt, And some told me, like, man, you see if he could feature on a song, and the song I had in mind was this one.
He's like, to me, he's like the Cleveland Ray Charles. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I want to give him a little
as
bit
far
more
as
credit than that.
No, it's voice-wise.
Oh.
Yeah,
his
that's what I'm talking about, voice-wise.
His voice is one of a kind, man. Like, his voice is one of a kind. Like, it was a blessing to get him on that
feeling.
song. And when we got in the studio, everything just kind of like started to gel, man. When I heard it back, I was like, oh, that's the most.
So y'all wrote it y'all did this song, y'all wrote it in the studio, or y'all?
No, I already pre-wrote the song.
Oh yeah, you did say this.
Yeah, I already had pre-wrote the song already, but when we actually got a chance to get in the studio, it was amazing. Like, how to hear everything come together, and he put my coattail on a lot of different things. And I was like, man, I truly appreciate you, man. Like, he's a very humble guy, willing to be to teach and share whatever knowledge that he has, and I appreciate that of him. But the song came together wonderful, man. I was like, oh, that's the sound.
The way it starts off. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I got to send you the updated version too, because I don't think that was the correct version of that All My Life. I'm make sure I resend it in already, man. No Static Radio sent me. You know what I'm saying? I said no Static Radio sent me.
Yeah, just hit up that. You go to that link.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I'm like, wait, what we send you?
Oh, okay.
You'll thank me later.
Oh. You know what? Bam, let me.
You
Yeah.
shouldn't even read that out
I
loud.
was
Yeah.
tripping, I was tripping.
That's why I'm looking like.
Hey, look, I'm thinking like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to recite. I'm glad I ain't saying nothing to the
Right.
part. So yeah, I'm gonna keep that right there.
That's all I'm like, huh?
Yeah, well, we partnered with that network, and
Okay.
trust me, you'll
Okay.
thank me later.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't everybody get it.
Hey, well, listen, I'm truly blessed to be the one to get it.
Yeah, amen. I'm happy to give it to you because you got some dope shit.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate you. I definitely appreciate you, man.
Yeah. Like, if you can move me, then I'm goofy. I'm goofy.
But you know, that's the key. That's the key
If
to
you
be able to
can.
move and really touch the souls. Like bring back that music that really resonates somewhere inside of you. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of can bring out the best things out of you. You know, because you will realize you're not in the struggle yourself. Everybody has a struggle. Everybody goes through something. So some people have those go-to songs that are going to, you know, go down in history and continue to keep going on when they dead and gone, that people are still going to gravitate to, because they say, you know, I can relate to this when I'm feeling like this. This is the perfect song for that. So that all my life is like, regardless of what you're going through, it may seem like it's going to take you a long time, but it's consistently putting in hard work. Because I know all my life I've been waiting. You hear me? And now a lot of things that I have been dreaming and seeing and putting into play and speaking into, they're starting to come to fruition. So I'm just grateful for that. I truly am. Thank God.
I'm truly grateful, you know, to have this interview with you. It was dope. I appreciate it. You're about to wrap things up. Is there anything you would like to?
Yeah, before I go, shout out to Toka Allen, man. Y'all wonder why I be on stage and really my presence is the way it is. Shout out to Toka Allen, man. Okay. Toka Allen, we were, that's my cousin, man. We were in a group called Garrison Soul once upon a time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I meant to ask you about
we
the
had a great
Garrison
time, man.
Soul.
And I learned a lot, man, throughout my whole journey, but definitely with that set of people, man. Me, Toka Allen, Kewan Jones, Tompi, we had a lot of stuff that we did, but practice-wise and just the repetition and man, it was very helpful, and it shows in my performances and it shows in my work ethic, for real. You know, you got to be serious about what you're doing. You got to put in the hard work. Got to do the homework. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay consistent. You know?
I'm a king. I'm a dog.
Yeah.
Every time I hear that, they like, you can't help.
You know what? That's going to be the theme song
help.
for real of 2022.
Yeah,
Actually, it's the theme song for me already right now. You got to put in the hard work.
Yeah.
Man.
And you know, I used to do
Shout out to
the
Metric
little
Studio.
video clips. Using it, it was counting me out.
Mm-hmm.
I think I did hard work before too.
Okay.
And like, soon as that the beat come on, like you go like, I can't do it. I hear it I can hear it in my head.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it ain't coming out. And then you would drop with that hard work, and then it's like you instantly just get there, and everybody get to looking around like, why is my head, know?
Shout out to IAS too, man. IAS Music, man. I've been rocking with them for a while, man. Nothing but love and support from New York, man. I truly appreciate them guys, man. For
And
sure,
y'all can follow Caesar Rio on Instagram
at Caesar.
That's CAESAR
_RIO _THE1.
Yes.
The one. A lot of people spell it with an E. I hate that. I be like, you know what?
Yeah, because I was one. I ain't gonna lie, I was one
I
of
be
them.
like, you ain't gonna never find me like that.
Yeah.
C-A-E.
And when I first started singing, I follow him like that. He blind. No, nigga, you just like you switch it. But people do Michael like that too.
Mm-hmm. The same way.
The same way. It's that A-E that
Yep,
always.
The A and the E.
Yeah, it's always that. So y'all make sure y'all follow him. Check him out. He's on all streaming platforms.
Oh, yeah. Oh, also, too. Wait a minute. Hold up.
Okay, got another announcement.
Yeah, I got a few announcements. One is make sure y'all pop out December 17th.
That's my birthday.
Is it now?
Yeah.
Where are you going to be at?
Where you going to be at?
I'm going to be at the Front Stage Multiplex.
Oh, okay.
Performing with EDH, man, the Aftermath concert. And then on December the 18th,
That's my grandma. great grandma birthday.
And then December the 18th, I will be at the Civic Center, opening up for Ice Wear Bezo and
I'm aware of that. Yeah.
Montana and
Where's that?
Powered by Pen Pan
You
Kitchen.
got the flyers.
Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, hold on. You got to come prepared.
Rio don't be playing. He got caught. He the type man. He'll bring business cards at a funeral.
Yeah.
He be having the work.
I'm gonna leave a couple of these here as well.
Yeah,
Thank
for
you.
sure. Yeah.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna have a couple more
Heck
stops.
yeah.
Oh, look at this. You
Check
go
it out.
there, Rio.
Already.
Boom. This
The
is
official
the
Winter White concert.
Winter White concert.
Oh, for real.
Opening at the Saturday, December 18th at the Civic Center in Cleveland. That is 3130 Mayfield Road, Cleveland Heights, Ohio 44118. Contact phone number 512-375-7730 for pre-sale tickets and sections.
It's definitely going.
Music by DJ Yomi Yom.
Mm-hmm.
Am I saying that right?
Mm-hmm. We're gonna have
And DJ Easy Banks and DJ Cool.
yep.
Okay.
Doors open at 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. So y'all,
It's
I ain't got
man.
no
I swear.
plans.
I swear, Vezo, Piggy, Big Endo, 55
Say Lee.
bags.
Say No Static Radio sent you
Yeah, already.
to see Season Rio, y'all.
Open the act, man.
Thank us later. Yeah, so we're gonna pass these out. Thank you, darling.
Not a problem at all.
It's been a pleasure to meet
Always.
you.
There's a meeting in my bed.
No, it's a meeting in No Static.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute. There's a meeting in No Static. Y'all better
Yeah.
get it.
Okay.
All right, y'all. That is it for the Big Lee Energy Radio Talk Show. And remember to remind yourself daily, I am good enough, I am capable, I am lovable, I am safe, and I am worthy. And we about to sign out. Thank you, Cesar Rio. It's been a pleasure. Don't be a stranger.
No, ma'am.
And sitting here with my homegirl, Decisive, a.k.a. Marie. And I love you, mean it. Bye.
We're going out on some more Caesarea, y'all. Some hard
Yeah, we
work.
about to
Hey.
some hard work.
There you
Now
go.
this my song. One. It's a tie between hard work and count it out. But we going off with hard work.
Hard work.
Hard work.
Let's go.
All you gotta do is put in hard work.
See, you listen.
All you gotta do is put in
Hard work, hard work.
all you gotta do is put in hard work.
Then this is when we really do the show today.
Hard work. Every day I'm putting on. Promise I'm a king of my throne. Hard work.
Don't not come to sleep, but man, I hit it, get it on my own.
All grind, no rest. I'm the best and I'm really in my zone. Hard work. 1, 2, 3, then repeat. That's how you gotta stay strong. Hard work. Every day I'm putting on. Promise I'm a king of my throne. Hard work. Don't not come to sleep, but man, I had to get it on my own. Hard work. All grind, no rest.
I'm the best when I'm really in my zone.
1, 2, 3, then repeat. That's how you gotta stay strong.
Ain't no days off, I'ma get what I deserve. Promise that my word. Started with the blocks from the curb. Stay in my lane, I don't swerve. Fly like a bird. Blade been ready like the third. Elevated, no sugar hate.
Take some of these to act.
Okay. Thank you, baby.
Thank you.
Bag got a leak. You got some more if you need them. I got a whole bag full. Put the game in the lock, got a key on it. Them haters try to block, got a D on it. Straight drop out the pot, got the heat on it.
Every day I'm putting on. Promise I'm a king of my throne.
Hey, Rick.
Don't not come
Oh,
to
yeah.
sleep, but man, I had to get it on my own. All grind, no rest.
Jack.
Really in my zone. 1, 2, 3, then repeat.
That's how you gotta stay strong. Every day I'm putting on.
Promise I'm a king on my throne. Don't
Yep.
come to sleep, but man, I had to get it on my own.
Oh, daddy love you, Rio.
I'm really in my
I
zone.
appreciate it.
1, 2, 3, they repeat. That's how you gotta stay strong.
They said culture be the boss, man. That's what I know. Gotta manifest what you want, man. I'm on go. Gotta speak into your life and ignite in your soul. Give it all you got and try not to lose control. Hey, I never switched up when the table turned. Man, I stuck to the script ahead that way my turn. Look up. Look up. Look up, Miss Lady. Phone home, gotta reach on it. Born king with this knowledge, gotta breathe on it. Be a firm foundation, gotta steam on it. Hard work, dedication, gotta seize on it. Hit him with the Mr. Clark, gotta lean on it. Dr. Martin Luther King had a dream on it. Apply Mr. Malcolm X by any means on it. CC Rio been stains, Mr. Clean on it. Every day I'm putting on. Promise I'm a king on my
There
throne.
he go. There he go with the
See, it just came out. I ain't even tried. See that? Hard work.
Hit him with
I'm
the
the best when
shoulder.
I'm really in my zone.
Hey, look.
Hard work. Every day I'm putting on. Promise I'm a king on my throne. Don't not come to a sleeper, man. I here to get it on my own. All grind, no rest on the bits when I'm really in my zone. Hold up. That's how you gotta stay strong. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. Already. Make sure y'all share this live. It's going. Keep the movement going. Hard work and dedication already, huh?